to another reaction video, y'all. We are Terry Reacts. Go check out our first video. We kind of talk about the backstory of Terry Reacts. This is Drew to that way, and then Jace is below me. We all have YouTube channels. Go check us out on our other YouTube channels. Today we're going to be watching Jace's video that he got. It's 5 disturbing videos caught by campers in the woods. And you said this is by Mr. Nightmare?
Yes, big shout out to Mr. Nightmare. I've been listening to him for a few years now. He does like podcast work, but all of his videos are good. I highly recommend listening to every single video of his.
Cool. Go give Mr. Nightmare a follow if you like watching scary videos. Alright, in that case, let's get this party rolling, folks. And yeah, just stop after every little clip and we'll talk about it a little bit and then keep going. And go.
Xylophobia is the fear of the woods or forests. A large chunk of the population exhibits at least a partial form of this phobia, and the reason for that isn't so surprising. Being out in the middle of a forest at night naturally can bring out an innate fear we have programmed into us that's meant to keep us alive. That fear can stem from the darkness of the woods itself, or rather what may be hiding in the darkness, be it wild animals, or sometimes even worse, other humans. These are some instances caught on video of campers realizing they may not be alone in the middle of the woods. Starting with this video, we see a group of friends out in the middle of the woods on a camping trip, where they were drinking by the fire and having a good time. The group started hearing strange noises in the not-so-far distance, noises that started with loud bangs and then turned into something more disturbing. When the sounds kept happening, one of the men decided to start recording, and this was the video he captured.
Hear that? Get your... Austin, get the light. Fuck.
Hey!
That was not an elk.
Oh no, bro.
Get my keys. Oh, get ready. Everybody, get in my truck.
As you just heard, the unknown bangs in the distance were followed by strange animalistic grunts and calls. There is definitely a human element to the vocals, but the sheer volume and power behind the vocals, especially taking into consideration how significantly diminished the audio can become in the recording process, is what creates the question of whether these vocalizations were actually made by humans or not. The sounds also appear to be coming from more than one source, as one call sounds much closer than the other. The bangs are also very questionable. There's clearly a lot of power behind whatever the bangs are, and if the bangs were to be coming from a tree being hit with something by a human, the quick speed of the bangs would be shocking to say the least. The bangs do seem to resemble a kind of drumming sound, but that only opens the door to more questions, such as who and why would anyone be banging on drums in the middle of the woods at night? Whatever the sounds were, the group of friends made the right call getting back in the truck and getting out of there as quickly as possible. Similarly,
Alright.
The bangs, that sounds like gunshots in the distance. That's what it sounds like. That's all I'm gonna say.
But you gotta think though, who would be shooting that late at night? And
Depends
why?
on where you're at, though.
Oh, that's true.
What I find odd is the calling, like the sounds that it's making. Because yes, it sounds human, but also that vocal range is extremely rare to find in a human. Especially how loud an echo it is. Plus it's coming from multiple directions. So it might be like a group of people out in the woods, like mountain men, or even like natives or something like that.
Okay, here's where I'm going to kind of contradict what you just said. If it was a group of people, you would hear distinctively different pitches of voice and tones of voice. So why was it the same voice if it's a group of people?
Well, because I know it's multiple people, because you have like when the sound first sets out, it's from a farther distance, and then the next time it sounds, it's a lot closer.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be an inbred inbred ground or something like that. You know,
I tell
very
you,
territorial people.
I tell you right now though, I don't know why they didn't get in that truck quicker than they did. Shoot, I hear something like that, I am in the truck. I am gone. I said bye. All right. What do you think, Drew?
Besides the gunshots,
Yeah.
or do you have anything else? I don't think you heard shit. All right, let's roll into the second clip.
All right, go.
In
I've
this
been into
next
the second
video,
clip fucking
another
40 minutes
YouTuber is
now.
sitting by his campfire at his campsite at the Fairy Lake, Quebec.
I thought we was
at
moving
some
quick.
unknown hour in the
Okay,
night.
let's watch it.
He hears sounds out in the distance. Choosing to investigate, the man walks through the pitch black woods with the only light being from his flashlight.
Let's see how this place looks like without any lights. Pitch black. Imagine being out here. This is one of the creepiest forests I've ever been. And I'll be spending the night here. I'm not sure if you guys ever seen the Blair Witch Project, but damn, this is just giving me Blair Witch Project vibes.
Moments after stating how familiar this environment is to the Blair Witch Project, this happens.
Oh hell no!
I gotta add
This game.
and play
You're not
again.
ready.
Oh, fuck. Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here.
A high-pitched voice calls out from the darkness of the woods, "I see you." It sounds like it could have been a child. The man behind the camera acknowledges the possibility that it could have been another camper. However, he also mentions that he'd been in these woods many times and had never seen anyone else in them. Furthermore, if it was another camper, it would be an incredibly creepy thing to call out to someone else in the woods, knowing the kind of fear it would likely instill in anybody. The man made it back to his campsite afterwards, and didn't hear the voice ever again. Another form of
Just creepy. Absolutely.
So
See, my thing is, skinwalkers, I believe, are very real. And if you know you're by yourself and you hear something like a human voice calling out to you like that, never ever respond to it. Folklore 101. What were you saying, Zach?
I was gonna say, what would y'all do if y'all were in that same scenario? So you're by yourself in the middle of the woods. You have no vehicle. You have nothing you can get into that can hide and quote unquote protect yourself from. If y'all were to hear that, what would you do? Because I know what I would do would be run back to my truck and hightail it out of there.
I would just sit there, honestly. I mean, running ain't will help me at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Of course, you know, if I went out into the woods and was camping by myself, I'd obviously bring my pew pew with me.
Yeah, your Miska Mauska tool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
camping is car camping, usually done in a truck, van, or larger vehicle. Car camping can provide an added sense of security over a tent for a multitude of reasons. In the following video, a young man named Noah took his truck out to Sun River,
Oh, I've
Oregon,
seen this video.
where he
It's on
found a
Nuke's Top
deserted
5.
road alongside the woods. Noah decided to take his truck down this road and park it there for the night, where he would sleep. He thought this would be a perfect place to camp out since no one else would be around, but he was mistaken. At some point in the night, Noah was awoken to sounds outside of his truck, which was when he started recording on his GoPro.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is. And there's someone walking around my truck. outside, probably like 2 in the morning, and he just keeps walking around, and he's like really close to my truck. I've never been this scared, and like this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you couldn't see, no one was on that road. He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been this scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now. I wish I brought my gun back here. He keeps walking around. I don't get it. I'm like, how is he not? I've noticed. Doesn't make any sense. We'll see. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. I'm gonna try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. There he is.
Throughout the video, someone can be heard rubbing their fingers against the glass of the truck, and then at multiple points, there's a tapping on the glass too. The video then cuts to the next day, where Noah can see exactly what the person outside of his truck was doing. Hand marks all along the back windshield, which suggests the person was trying to wipe away the dirt on the glass to get a look inside the truck. So Noah wasn't as alone in those woods as he thought he would have been. But luckily he was in the safety of a locked vehicle as opposed to a tent.
Handprints there, a lot of scratches, stuff like that. Dragging his finger on my side of my truck. Well, looks like to be trying to get inside my truck. More handprints trying to get in my truck. At least the back canopy was locked, but yeah, that was the result.
Another instance of someone having an
L to the no.
This is the reason why, if I go camping, I will be in a camper.
Now, since you're familiar with this video, Zach, because I heard you say that was on Nuke Top 5, what did you think when you first saw this video?
I think, why would you leave your pew-pew in the truck and not on you? Because what would happen if he broke the glass and tried to get in there and he had bad intentions? You know.
So here's my other thing. I mean, yeah, you're scared because you don't know what the other person has, but you're in the back. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. My comment's muted at that point. Because that back he's basically sleeping. Correct me if I'm wrong, Drew, but he's sleeping in the truck bed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't have access to the front seat at all.
The only way he could access it if he would shatter the back window, but, you know. All right, next clip.
expected visitor while car camping comes from the YouTube channel Asleep 5 Decades. This time it's a woman named Lisa in her van camping out overnight. Lisa nicknames her van the Dream Machine, which she travels in. She was awoken from a deep sleep around 4:30 in the morning to a knocking on her van, right by her head. There were 3 sets of knocks, each set with 3 knocks, and by the 3rd set of knocks, she pulled out her phone and started recording.
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints. Hello? How can I help you? It's 4:30 in the morning. I don't feel safe. Who are you?
The man knocking on the van can be heard saying, "I have a question for you." For someone to approach a woman's van at 4:30 in the morning, knowing she's inside of it and saying, "I have a question for you," is as big of a red flag as can be. Lisa then peeks out the front of her van to see a car parked way down the road with its headlights on. Likely the car the person knocking on the van arrived in.
So I quietly got up and I went to the front and I peeked out and parked way up on the drive. All I could see is like headlights, and then they backed out and went and left.
Whether there was someone else in the car or not is unknown. The next morning, Lisa finds large boot marks in the snow right outside her van. It's very possible the man outside of her van tried to enter the van only to realize it was locked. Luckily, Lisa had the doors locked, but after something like this happens, if you're in a vehicle, it would be best to get behind the wheel and drive somewhere else immediately. Fortunately for Lisa, things didn't go south this time. In this last video,
Only thing I can say from that is it could just have been a landowner or something that's seen that somebody was on his land.
Yeah.
It could be, but in the context where they're saying like, "Hello, I have a question for you," I don't think that landowners that they'd say something like that if you were trespassing. I think it'd be more to that, not just like, "I have a question for you." But I don't know. In that context, why is she answering a random voice when it's 4 a.m? First of all, now if I was camping out in my car somewhere and somebody was trying to talk to me through it, I wouldn't answer them back.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, that's survival tip 101. Never ever respond to an outside voice that you don't recognize.
I would definitely agree with that.
Second, she got lucky because if it was a person that was either trying to break in, see if they could steal anything, they could have very well slashed her tires. It's the same thing what happened in that last clip with that guy in the truck. They could have slashed his tires. They both got very lucky that did not happen.
Yep.
Anything, Zach?
Kind of reiterate what I said earlier. You know, I have a question for you. I got an answer. Click clack. Yeah. Yeah. You know. But
All right, well, let's finish this off with this last video.
all right.
YouTuber Ads Ventures takes his stealth camper van out to the woods in honor of Halloween night. He brings his van as close to the woods as he can before he has to continue into the woods on foot.
Here for now. Unfortunately, this is the closest that we can get to the woods. We can't take the van any further, but I will be going in there on foot.
Alongside the woods is an old church house and cemetery that he has to pass before entering the woods. While he decides to post up and make a latte in the woods, this happens.
I didn't really think this through. I should have got a saucepan with a lid.
An easily missed white shadow can be seen walking past in the background, and then multiple times he hears sounds not far away, and when he looks off to the distance, small orb-like lights appear at times.
What's that? I've come up to that bit where the light was just shining. What? He's moved. I'm gonna have to go and check that out. Where the hell?
But most notably, perhaps you missed it, was a silhouette-looking object just briefly exposed by the light.
He's moved. I'm gonna have to go and check that out.
But this might not be the last time this is seen. As he continues to walk, he stops in his tracks as he's sure he sees a person ahead of him in the darkness.
I swear, I keep seeing someone. Hold on. There's no one there. I swear. There was. I think I'm gonna go this way, to be honest with you. What the hell? That is a person. I'm not even joking.
Oh my!
I can't see anything.
Uh-uh.
Oh, what was that?
He says he's confident this was a person as he saw them turn around and look at him. Others in the comments suggest it was a mannequin placed there by someone as a Halloween prank, while others bring up the close proximity to the cemetery and the white orbs and suggest that something paranormal was going on. And of course, there are some people who think it could have been staged as well. But what was really happening in this video is anybody's guess.
Hell to the no, no,
Yeah.
no.
No. To the no.
I pooped my pants a little bit on that last clip.
Scaredy cat.
Well, I'm sorry. What would you do if you just look to the left and there's a person standing there? Oh, yeah. Oh, how you doing,
First
mister?
of all, I wouldn't be camping right next to a damn cemetery. Regardless if it was a mannequin or an apparition, or a real person.
So actually,
No.
I do want to comment on something though. So in that last video, it talked about how he was chasing orbs or whatever. If you look into there's like a haunted forest, and I don't know what country it's in, but it's yeah, it is a haunted forest, and they've had signs like orbs and like shadow figures, something similar to this. In those cases, it's the people who chase those orbs end up getting lost and they're never seen again. So what if whatever that is trying to chase him away from quote unquote safety, if that wasn't somebody there already? That would be my assumption.
Yep, definitely just get out of there is all I'm saying. Alright.
Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching. All the videos will be in the link in the description. Thank you. Yeah, check out our other channels, and yeah, comment down below. Have you guys ever experienced anything similar to this video? And you know, all that fun jazz. So yeah.
Also, be careful camping out in the woods. Might be someone watching. Woo! Boo! Boo!
Also, point of advice: do not go camping by yourself unless you're just plain stupid and you know, think you're awesome. Don't do it. Don't go by yourself. Always go with somebody. You know, buddy system, all that fun stuff. All right, bye.
Bye.